Okay, well, let's try this again. Hopefully, everyone has an opportunity to get on now. Just had a little bit of difficulty with the streaming platform, but man, I'm excited. It's live. It's something I want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to do. So, if you're on, welcome. You can actually type in the side if you want to chat in the side. You definitely can do that. But if it's just you and your phone, that's fine too. Once we get some folks on, we'll definitely kick this thing right off. But in the meantime, while we're here, I want just to let everybody know that on this channel, youtube.com/ Ultra Kurt, I'll be dedicating to giving education on CBD, the business side of how CBD works. Okay, so you guys can see really how not just the products itself, but the actual business side of it works. So we'll be working with that as well. Also, just going through some real life, like how this business is working every day for someone like myself, for people on my team. My wife and I, we work this business together, so we'll be showing you a couple's perspective. So all this will be there pretty soon, and I'm excited. All right, like I said, in just a few moments, we're going over the top 5 reasons or the top 5 ways to make money with CBD. And honestly, I've been in CBD space for about 2.5 years, actually about 3 years now. Been in the CBD space, got in it in 2017 and didn't know much about CBD whatsoever. Didn't know anything about the cannabis industry. All right. That was a big one. Didn't know anything about the cannabis industry at all. But I learned a few things along the way. Learned the product is absolutely legal now, thanks to the Farm Bill passed in 2018. It's legal in all 50 states. It was legal in most states, but now it's legal in all 50 states. I've learned that this can replace most things in your medicine cabinet, which is a good deal for a lot of people. So I'm learning more and more every day that this can really help and can replace things like the painkillers or things you're using to stress you. I mean, everything you think of CBD probably has a solution for it. So I'm excited about that today. All right. But also I've learned that you should use it as a daily regimen. All right. Daily vitamin, if you will. So for me, I take the tincture. All right. Take a tincture every single day. Okay. This is the 1,500 milligram tincture. It's a sublingual. All right. Just take a drop under your tongue like that, and you let it sit for like 10 seconds and you're good, right? So some of you guys are familiar with CBD. Some of you are unfamiliar with CBD. Some of y'all just want to know how to make money. All right, the top 5 ways to make money. That was me. Long as the product was legal and I felt like it could help people, I was fine with it. So tonight we'll be going over the top 5, and we're going to be going over those in pretty good depth, so you'll get to understand some of these terms and phrases. And like I said, over the last 3 years, I've been able to experience each and every one of the 5 that I'm telling you. So this is not me just looking up what I looked online. I've done every single one of these. All right. And from everything that I've done in my current position, doing most of my stuff online to trying traditional ways of doing things, this is really big. So if you are on and you want to forward this out to somebody else and say, look, let's find out how we really going to do this, how this CBD is going to work. Let's do it. Once again, I'll be on this channel at least once a week. Okay. Right now I'm committed to once a week, educating on CBD, giving you tips and tricks to run your business more effectively, things about the products. I'm going to keep going over my top products. Mine vary from week to week. Right now I'm on my gummy kick right now, but I'm also starting a weight loss kick. So next up, I'll be having a weight loss tea next. So I'll be letting you guys know how that goes as well. So we're getting into it, and like I said, forward this out. We had some technical difficulties in the beginning, so forward the link out to this one. You can press the arrow button to forward the link out and get all your folks on, and let them know that we're on. All right, let me make sure we're good here. All right. And so once again, my name is Kurt Anderson. The channel is Ultra Kurt. I'm excited to be here. I wanted to choose YouTube because YouTube is a universal platform. You don't need any special software to do it. You can just kind of click the link and you're in, right? So you can click the link at any time and you're in. And I wanted to give you guys that. I'm right here from my home, and this is kind of the best way for me to work the business. I know that there are several ways to work the business, and we're going to go over those tonight. And matter of fact, let's get into it. Let's get into it now. Let's get into the top 5 ways to work your CBD business. If you're on live right now, let me know where you're logging in from, what city. I got Chicago already on the line. I got the DMV. Where you are, just chatting aside where you are exactly, so I know what area. I'll be traveling all around the country. Next week, I'll be in Florence, South Carolina. Just got back from Dallas, LA. I live in the DMV area. Just actually was in New York on Monday. So we've been all over, and we're going all over the country. So let me know where you guys are. And, you never know. We might be able to meet each other there. Okay. So the top 5 ways for you to make money off of CBD. Yes, you. This is the top 5 ways. All right. So we're going to start from my least favorite, but still profitable. Okay. My least favorite for me and my lifestyle. Didn't say for everybody. All right. Let me just throw that out there because it does work for some people. But for me and my lifestyle, this was the least favorite that I would prefer. Now, you got to think, I'm married, 4 kids. I'd rather spend more time with my family as much time as I can. All right. So number 5 is brick and mortar. All right. So a lot of you, what's up, man? What's up, JR? All right. So a lot of folks come to me and say, hey, Kurt, I want to start my own CBD store. These are still the top 5 ways. There are more ways, but these are still my top 5 favorite. But out of these, I'm ranking them in which ones. I'm ranking from 5 all the way up to 1, and 1 will be the one I like the most. Brick and mortar is a good way to do things. All right. So if you want to open up a CBD store, I have had a CBD store. I've helped other people open CBD stores. I like them, but let me kind of give you the good parts and the bad parts to open up the CBD store. All right. Number 1 is overhead. You got rent to pay. All right. And the rent can range depending on your location. And those rent contracts are typically a year or 2 years. So you got to look at that. All right. That's a very important part right there. So that rent, paying that rent in that long-term contract. But also you got employees, unless you plan on being there working it for a long period of time. All right. So the employee side of it, how many people do you want to pay out? Do you want to be there all day long? It's on you. All right. And then the upside to it is you get foot traffic based on your location. People walking by. If you put a CBD sold here sign in your door, or the name of your business has CBD in it, those are good things to help people get into, why they want to walk into your store, right? So you can make as much money as the store is open and you can supply product, okay? So brick and mortar, a traditional store. I had a store in the mall. I've had help open stores in Maryland and in Atlanta. So this is something where I'm pretty familiar with. So Virginia, Maryland, Atlanta, I've helped open stores. I actually had I had a partner as well in Virginia. All right. So there's good parts to it because the foot traffic rolls up. All right. All right. Here's the second part. Number 2. All right. I'm sorry. Number 4. This is another way to do it. And this is trade shows and pop-ups. I had some partners on my team a couple of weeks ago, and they were doing a lot of pop-ups. All right. The pop-ups do make money. All right. The pop-ups make money. The key to the pop-up is marketing ahead of time. How are you letting people know that you got a pop-up shop? Are you on social media? Are you doing flyers? I mean, what is it that you're doing to get people to your pop-up shop? All right. So the pop-up shops or trade shows or vendor events to kind of wrap it all in are the good ones. All right. So not as high overhead. Okay. You do need to do good marketing. It's a one-time deal. So you do a pop-up shop and you may not do another pop-up shop at that location ever again, or not for a while. Maybe it's only once a month type of deal. So it's kind of a guessing game on that. But there is a lot of money that could come in through a pop-up shop. I've seen people make $14,000, $15,000, one person in one day in a pop-up shop. That's good money. Remember, CBD margins are good. So you can get CBD for a good price and resell it for still a good price to the consumer. So that's a good way to do it. So number 5 was brick and mortar. Number 4 was trade shows, pop-ups, or vendor events. Number three, I do a lot of this. And wholesale, okay? So wholesale, that means I buy it from the company and I resell it for double or what I paid for, close to double, or some type of margin profit on top of what I paid for. So I buy a product for 50 bucks, right? This is one of our products. Say I buy it at 50 bucks. All right. I might resell it at 70, or I might buy it at 40 and resell it at 60. All right. Making $20 a pop on every one. And the person I wholesale the product into, their plan is to resell it. So they're going to sell it at a higher price. I've seen CBD, I mean, just the tinctures alone on the market from 80 to up to $150, $200 for one bottle of CBD. So if you can get it for lower and they can resell it and they can make some money off of it, this is good. So I'm on number four. I'm on number three actually, and like I said, we had a little technical difficulty with the last one, but we're here. Like I said, if you got a question, pop it in. I'm gonna answer questions too. And if you want to just shout out where you're calling in from, where you're logging in from, rather, we'll shout you out there. So shout out to Barbara, shout out to Junior, JR rather. Listen, this is big. All right. So wholesale. So wholesale margins are good. You build brand loyalty. So when I'm out going getting a wholesale deal, I'm trying to figure out what I can say to this business owner to keep buying from me every month. Now I got contracts. I can get them to sign a contract and they can say, I can get a product every month. But at the end of the day, what is it? How do I win them over? Usually you can win them over with product itself. The product is just superior. You're good. Sometimes you strike a deal. You can strike a deal. Say, hey, look, I'll cut you a deal based on how much you buy. Or if you hit this amount, I can do more. But remember, when you wholesale, you own it. So you really can negotiate any way you want. That's the best part about wholesaling is the negotiation. Once you buy the product. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, well, if someone buys a large order, do I have to pay for the product first and then get it out? Now, technically, that is how you wholesale. You buy the product up front. You buy 30 jars of the pain cream. All right, here's a pain cream jar right here, right? 30 jars of the pain cream, or let's say you buy 40 jars of the pain cream at $35 a piece. All right, so you guys can understand. Also, matter of fact, ours come in units of 24. All right, so let's say you bought 24 jars of pain cream at $35 a jar. That's about 840 bucks, right? You are on the hook for that 840. So when you go to the vendor, I mean the buyer, and they want to buy the product, hopefully they buy all 840. But I found a workaround. All right, this is a freebie. I'm letting y'all know right now. I don't place the order anymore, especially on a large order. Now I keep a small quantity with me. So if somebody says, hey, Kurt, I want to buy 10 jars. I got 10 jars with me. I keep that amount, even 20 or 30. If they say, hey, Kurt, I want to buy 1,000 jars of pain cream. Whew, that's a big check, right? So then at $35 a piece, I got to go pay $35,000, right? For 1,000 jars? No, that's not what I want to do. So what I do is I go and say, okay, look, here's the price for the pain cream. And I'll give them their price. So I pay $35. Their price might not be that. Their price might be $50 or $60. So I say, here's the price for 1,000 jars of pain cream. They cut me the check. I cash the check and then place the order. The product still takes the same amount of time to get there. So it's not like, I had it in my trunk anyway. I still was going to have to get it shipped from the manufacturer to them anyway. So this is a good one if you're not looking to get that huge hit and you still want to make a lot of money. This is the way to do it. Listen, I lost out one day on about $2,000. Someone wanted to buy a large amount of product, and then at the last minute they changed up. Luckily, I was able to sell it off slowly, but I didn't have a need for that much at that time. So it was like 20 of one product and like 10 of another product. And I had customers that would buy it, and I had other events lined up already. So I knew I would get rid of it. But man, it was like a hit for me. I'm like, dang, I gotta figure out a better way to do that. So now what I do is I sell the product. I get the money first, and then I place the order for the product, and I'll even place the order for it right there. So it's a lot of transparency that people know, what I'm doing. It's not like, oh, he took my check and ran. No, right there, I bring my computer, or I don't even have to do it on my computer. You can do it on your phone. That's so simple. You can do it on your phone. All right, so that's that. Okay. All right. So what's up, Kevin in North Carolina? How's it going, man? All right. So I went over 3 ways already: brick and mortar, trade shows or vendor events or pop-up shops, whatever you want to call them, and wholesale. All right. Now, number 2 and number 1 could go either way. I mean, they're both, it's like 1 and 1A to me. And this one is my favorite because it gives me lifestyle. All right. And that is subscriptions. So now when I sell my product, I let people know, hey, look, you want to get one of these every 30 days? They say, yeah, okay, good. Look, it'll be at your doorstep. I get the information and I put them in the system under a subscription, all right, or a monthly auto ship. Now, when you do a monthly auto ship, the good thing is we have a small discount when you give them monthly auto ship. Also, you don't have to worry about it. It comes straight from the manufacturer to the consumer every single month. If you never talk to them again, you still got it. So the subscription should be your goal for every customer you get. I don't want to just sell it to you one time. I want you to know that this product is going to work for you month after month, especially some of the ones that are used on a daily basis. So this product is the tincture is set up on a daily basis. I'm supposed to take this once a day at least. So I'm going to need this in 30 days. I have this myself personally on auto ship, right? Because I use it every 30 days. I don't have to keep going in ordering or forgetting to order or whatever it is, or calling somebody, tracking them down. No, it's on auto ship. So it rolls every single 30 days. All right. Now, the other part is the auto ship. I'm sorry, the subscriptions, is money while you sleep. All right. So I got people getting their product that I talked to them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, and they're getting their product to their doorstep every single month, and I don't have to do anything. And trust me, if anything goes wrong, they will let you know. All right. So you don't have to worry about it. They're going to keep getting charged. You'll keep getting a profit, and they'll keep getting their product. It's a win-win across the board. You do your part, they do their part, everybody wins. So what's my number 1? All right. What's my number 1 way of doing this? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, there's a term called drop ship. That's right, drop ship. And I'm going to tell you about drop shipping right now, because drop shipping is the way that everybody should go. Drop shipping means I never touch the product. I don't have it. I don't need to have it. I can live my life. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you how I drop ship, right? So I'll give somebody a sample of the product. So this is a sample. All right, here we go. Of this. All right. So I give them a little bit of this, and they say, "Well, Kurt, I want the 30-day supply. I want the jar. I want the this is a 2-ounce jar. So I want the 2-ounce jar." Okay. What they do next is I'll have a brochure like this one. All right. It says it's time for CBD. It's got all the descriptions. But on the bottom, I've got my contact info. Actually, it's my wife's. All right, it's my wife's, but it's the same thing, same household, right? My contact, or I'll have one of these, a brochure. So I give them the brochure, and on the brochure, I'll write my contact info and my website on the back. So I give it to them just like this. Here's the product and the brochure, and I give it to them, and my website's on the back. And what they'll do is they'll go and order it, and that's it. They go order it. I don't have to carry it. All I got is a sample and a brochure of some sort. I got my websites on my business cards. I got it all, right? So this is the ideal way to do it, because I do this in the gym a lot. I carry samples. Oh, Kurt, that felt good on my shoulder. You gave me the cream or the spray or whatever it was. Help my shoulder, my elbow, my knee, whatever. Hey, can I get some more? Hey, hit my website. You'll have it in 3 days. 3 days is a nice time frame to get your product. I mean, everybody's used to Amazon now, things like that. So the drop shipping. What does drop shipping mean? Drop shipping means that once the order is placed online, it goes straight from the manufacturer to the consumer. All All right. So the person who orders it gets it online in 3 days. So today is what, Thursday night. They'll have the product probably by, I would say, Tuesday. It's late, so maybe Wednesday. All right. But I don't have to go find them, track them down, harass them. You want it, go to my website and buy it. Everyone is good with that. That is the best way to do it. You make about 20% off the profit of the product. I mean, off the 20% of the price of the product is what your commission will be. All right. But I got a bonus. All right. Here's my bonus round. What is the best way to do it all? Brick and mortar, trade shows, vendor events, pop-up shops, wholesale, all right, subscriptions, dropship. Well, once you get actually connected, like I said, our company is called Oxygen. You can see it all behind me, but once you get connected with the company, you have access to it all. Now, here's the key. The best thing I like to do is I call it franchising. It's not really technically called franchising, but the same concept, where my goal is to put other people on and give them access to all the top ways to sell CBD. And I coach them and get them through it, but make a small piece off of what everyone else do. Imagine if you could not only put yourself on with your top 5 ways I just went over, but also you could put on friends, family members, whoever, and you could get them enrolled and get them set their own CBD business. They could go online only if it's more convenient. They got a full-time job. They're already busy. They got a full life. They can, drop ship, do subscriptions. They can wholesale if they got more free time. If they got some sales skills, they can do the wholesale. Trade shows, if they got weekends off, they want to do trade shows and vendor events and pop-ups every weekend. Or, if they all out dream to do CBD, you can set them up so they got enough product to have the brick and mortar businesses all there. So check this out. You can franchise, you can do it all. How do you do it? All right. So you can go to the person who invited you on to this webinar. It was not really, it's a YouTube live. Somebody sent you this link. Go back to them and say, hey, look, I want to get started. You can get started right now for as low as $4.99 to all the way up to $2,500. All depends on how much product that you want. Even at the $4.99 level, you'll get enough product to start your business off. You'll have some samples. You'll get some of the product. You'll get like some cream and a tincture. My favorite, gummy, and I don't share my gummies anymore. It's crack. All right, these gummies are crazy right now. All right, matter of fact, I think I go through like a pack a week, and it's 15 in a pack. That's bad. It's like 2 gummies a day. But you can get with them and they can get you set up. It takes about 5-10 minutes to actually get enrolled, and they'll get you your product shipped out. This is big. All right. So go to that person and say, hey, look, get them, I want to figure out how I can get started with this. They'll get you going. Now, here's how I make life easier. I even put in other videos on this channel, I put how to work your business, how to start your business, what to do. And I made it real basic and clean and just simple. All right. So everybody can do it. So you can go to, this is why you want to follow me, like, subscribe, hit the notifications button, all that stuff. So once you enroll, now you have another source of information. Now our company has a lot of resources. Thank God we have a ton of great trainers in our company that can train on how to work the business very well. I just chose to put mine online because I just want kind of the world to know what we have out there. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Once again, subscribe and like the channel. I want to make this something where the world can come behind the dark and gray areas of what CBD is, and we can bring this thing to the light and people know that it's good, it's profitable, they can do it, they have help, and we're here to help them. But the window of CBD is closing fast. So $22 billion over the next 2 years, all right, will be made in CBDs. It was under $1 billion last year, so it's going to shoot up. But the question is, will you get piece of 22 billion? Will you be a consumer? will you be making money? For me, those top 5 reasons are the ways that you're going to make money, and you're going to make money long term. This is not going to go away in 2 years, but a fight to see who will have the biggest really brand in CBD is what's happened over the next 2 years. CBD, like anything else, is not going anywhere. It'll be around for hundreds of years to come. It just came back a few years ago because of laws made it legal again. That's great. But now's the time for you to get on board. So if that's you, hop on, hit me up, hit the person up who got you invited, who invited you to this event, to this YouTube, and let's talk. I'll be on popping a video up at least once a week. I'm gonna try to go live once a week as well. So people can understand it's real. This is really me. It's really on a Thursday night if you're listening right now. And I'm just in the house waiting for my kids to go to sleep to really kind of go in. But that's it. So once again, guys, my name is Kurt Anderson. I know a lot of you personally, but for those who don't, I look forward to you making a lot of money, having a lot of success, and helping a lot of people with this product called CBD, particularly this brand called Oxygen. And you can find us at oxygen.com. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Have a good night. I'm going to figure out how to end this thing. I'm going to press one of these buttons. We'll get over with. So, all right. So, we got a question. All right. So, let me see. I'm already business. Check out some dropship. Okay. So, the best way to get customers is, and I'm answering a question for someone, is to utilize material. All right. Here's why. Your friends know you. Don't let you be the person that has to do the selling. Let them read something. Okay. Let them read information. Send them to a website. Get them on a video. Let them see information about the product and give it to them as often as possible. That's the best way to retain customers. The samples are priceless. I'm telling you right now, I got orders of probably 4 different types of samples every week, and I keep them in my gym bag. And my gym bag sits in my trunk when I'm not at the gym. So I pretty much always have it. Nothing fancy. I just got like a regular gym Nike bag. It's like a book bag actually. Just throw it in my bag. I got samples in there. I got to cut, change clothes, etc. But that's it. So samples in the brochures. Give them information. You can go to why.oxygen.com. That's a great source of information. You can send them the Dr. Oz videos on my YouTube page. It's on my YouTube page. You can forward that video out. You can bring them, to different events that are live. But that's how you retain customers long term. But I also want you to think about how many people in your network don't even know that CBD is a business opportunity for them. That's going to be the big hit. All right. Any other questions? Pop them in now. I'll answer these questions live because that's a good question. All right. So if you got questions, pop them in live. Did I mention that we run this business on our phones? I'm on my laptop now, but I could have done this thing from my phone. Didn't really have to get on a laptop. I just chose to because so I could get some better lighting for y'all. But all I really work from is my phone 98% of the time. So this is the key. All right. So make sure you got that. There's an app and we could sell CBD straight off your phone to everybody in your network right off the app. All right. So I don't think there's any more questions tonight. So I'm going to get up. I'm getting ready to start this challenge. Oh, here's my weight loss challenge. Y'all want to see it? Here's my weight loss challenge. Let me give y'all this weight loss challenge right now. Some of y'all need to lose some weight like me. And I'm not like obese, but I put on a couple pounds. I'm going to get it off, right? So here is the weight loss challenge. I got all the stuff right here. Boom. All right. So here's the weight loss challenge. I'm going to announce this officially at the end of the month. Yeah, about the end of the month. But I'm going to let y'all go ahead and get it now. Okay. It is the Oxygen Go Baby Tea. All right. It is the Oxygen Weight Wise. There you go. It's called Weight Wise. Let me see if I can get out the light. There we go. Weight Wise. All right. And this is a spray. All right. This is actually open. So you spray it under your tongue. Tastes good. Only thing I should have done right now, I shouldn't take, because it kind of gives me a little bit of energy too. Now I'll be up. Oh well. Okay. So now you have this. And then you also have all right, the weight wise, and this the Go Baby tea. This is a cleanse tea. This will make you go. All right, it's called Go Baby. It's gonna make you go. But then you have the energy boost, and I'm not taking this. This is like a pre-workout. All right, so I have another video of what to say to people. It's called the best way to start your business in 2020. It's in my description. So instead of me going through all that, you guys, it's another video. Kevin, shoot me a message on inbox or whatever. I'll get you the answer to that. But I have a video that explains what you say to people to get them to either want to buy your product or become a business partner. We have that. So I'll make sure that everybody has that. It's actually on my page. And I'll shoot that over to you. Okay. So this weekend, we're out and about. I think my wife is going to be in North Carolina. I'll be here in Virginia, Northern Virginia. Next weekend, I'll be in South Carolina. And then we go out to California again in March. So we got a lot of things coming up. We'll definitely make sure that you guys get a piece of the information and you have an opportunity. And if you want to get some of the peak cards, talking about peaking, all right, link up with me, and I keep these whenever I travel. I keep these in bundles like 25 or 50, so you can get some from me. All right, God bless y'all. Take care. Oxygen, baby, it's the way to go.